in the 80s was like everything. Yeah. And the nightclub scene there was like some of the best in the world. But I feel like all over, like here in the US too, like the club scenes were really different too back in the day too. But I heard like one of the, like Dallas had a really famous nightclub. Did you ever hear about it? They even made a documentary about it too. Yeah, and that's where like I think E started, or one of those narcotics. It was like a really high-end nightclub in Dallas. Because of all the bougie people that live there. If you live in, what's it called? Hi, my love. You guys, if we reach 100 views by the end of this video, Kendra will pick a winner chicken dinner for a little giveaway. Highland Park. The Beverly Hills of Dallas. And then we can go shopping to the Highland Park Mall. What's it called? No, the one that's outside. There's Norwalk. I think that's what it's called, right? One of them.
I don't know. I used to live there. I don't remember.
Galleria's in, oh sorry, in Houston. Oh no, there is a Galleria in Dallas. But the one in Houston is bigger. Oh gosh, it's huge. One of the biggest Sephora's is in Houston.
Yeah.
God, I remember we went and the girl was so mean. And I was like, I like your nails. And she's like, thank you. Like, you could tell she hated her job.
So much stress.
Because it's close to Mexico.
Yeah. Wow. I remember I pulled up to the mall and it was like valet parking.
Oh yeah.
And it's all like high-end Rolls Royce, Jaguar, like
Beautiful cars. There's a lot of tech money now in Houston too. Really?
Yeah.
How long have you lived in Tucson?
Oh my gosh. I mean, most of my life, I would say. I lived in Texas for like high school.
After the Marky Mark concert.
After the Marky Mark concert, yeah.
Was it a big culture shock from like being in like a big city to coming to Tucson? And you're like, whoa. You're like, what happened?
Yeah. Gracie did because I live in Houston and the Galleria isn't all that it used to be. I don't think any mall is all that it used to be though.
But the Galleria is still pretty nice. It has some really nice department stores and it has a hotel. I actually stay at that hotel.
But it's also like think about it, any mall nowadays is not.
Oh yeah, retail is dead.
Yeah.
So this morning I was reading that Nordstrom and Kohl's are going to be closing stores all across America.
Can your 3-in-1 rubber base still be used to adhere the soft gel?
No, that's not designed for the 1-2-3-go application. I would suggest check out like press-on gel or DIY gel or bubblegum gel, which are specifically designed for that, so that way you won't have any issues and have a beautiful, seamless application. Yes, I can see. So I'm just taking off all that old stuff. No, that's okay. She's like, I need this to last. I remember your...
Like literally have to make it a couple more days. When I saw you the other day, I was like, oh my gosh.
I saw your post from like New Year's Eve and you're like, my hair's not done, my nails are like, I have a nail falling off, but bye everyone.
Yeah, I was trying super hard to make it last. I did my roots by myself.
Oh my gosh. Having your sister there. And Asia.
I know.
You're like, it's not that hard, girl. Just get it and spread it on like peanut butter. I make my mom do it on Sundays. Because, oh my gosh, this is embarrassing. I like to get my hair done in my knickers.
Really?
Yeah, because I sleep in my underwear. So like on Sunday, I'll wear like a dirty not a dirty t-shirt, like a t-shirt that I have for like getting my hair colored, and I sit there in my underwear and get my hair colored.
That's fantastic.
Because it's a very long process, you know. So like I want to be comfortable.
Wilson says, I use the base gel for adhesion, but I'm old school and know how to use it. For newbies, use the products he said, plus the website of the kit you can purchase with everything.
Yes, and then they're thicker too. So like press-on gel is a thicker product and it has more strength than base gel. So you'll get a better results. Let's take off that dust. We're gonna go in with the Russian manicure set. Oh, you guys, I forgot to mention that the lamp finally launched today. So the trifecta, the holy trinity of the furniture is officially now on the website, which is the desk, the lamp, and the chair. And I would show you guys the lamp, but we're in a little bit of a hurry. Because I couldn't remember if your appointment was today or if it was tomorrow.
I'm sorry.
When was it?
It's tomorrow.
Oh, it's tomorrow, so it's my fault.
Yeah.
That's okay.
Yeah, so then you might need an appointment for tomorrow.
We'll tell Asia to come tomorrow. Did she take them off or she still has them on?
I don't know if she's working on that.
Oh, and then Asia's always has so many stories.
Oh, she said lamp. Okay, I'm sold.
You have to check it out. It's so beautiful. And if you go on the website and check out the product descriptions, when we designed the lamp, we really focused on eye care and energy consumption. So it is designed with 18-watt bright light bulbs, so it produces a lot of light and it won't produce any shadows when working, which to me is so important because you don't want to have any shadows when working.
And it's so cute.
It's pink!
It's cute.
And it's super sturdy too. Do you remember the Jets?
Yes. The group, right?
Yes. They were all related too. They were all like brother and sister. Yeah.
They're all the Jackson 5
What were they? They were like Samoan or something. Or Polynesian. You guys could do something like that.
Oh my gosh.
Like you can be a singer and then you have all your kids like be in the band.
No.
And then you got your sister in Asia and your mom. Like the Partridge Family but the Tucson version.
Emily Cranny says hello from Ireland. I'm sorry if I butchered your name.
Hi from Ireland. Oh my gosh. Anybody that knows me knows I love watching Irish dating shows.
Irish dating show.
Oh my god, they're so good. First Date Ireland is my favorite show. Because they sound really cool when they're talking.
My ex-husband is from Ireland, and I love talking to him. He's hilarious.
Really? You have to like really pay attention to what they're saying.
Absolutely. Tony Lane says Max.
Hi, my love. You have to check out the show called First Date Ireland. It is so good.
What do you watch it on?
On YouTube.
Really on YouTube.
All the things you can find.
And Insomnia.
But it's so good.
Right.
They put these couples in a restaurant and
Oh my gosh, like speed dating?
no, they go on a blind date and then they just like sometimes they don't click. And I think it's so funny. Like one of them, the guy was like tanks. He kept saying tanks.
We should find a speed dating with this show.
I don't have anything to wear.
Stop it.
I don't.
Oh my gosh. Terrible. You can wear your short shorts.
Right now it's too cold. Have you seen The Button?
The button.
Yes, that's another dating show with like they put these. It's kind of like a speed dating show. It's on YouTube. And they're pretty short, they're like 8 minutes only. And
Max, I need some dinner ideas.
but soft food. I can only eat soft food. So soft food. There you go. Tofu, scrambled eggs,
Applesauce.
applesauce, baby food. There you go. I'm surprised he doesn't have diabetes because that's how much he likes his candy.
Betty D says Milky Bars are in Australia. The kid says the Milky Bars are on me. LOL.
Really? I've got another thing I really love that a lot of American people think is disgusting is Vegemite. I love Vegemite.
Never tried Vegemite.
Oh my god, it's so good. I actually have a big jar here if you want to try some.
I would try some.
Really?
Put it on.
Toast
You put Vegemite on toast. What is
and
it?
butter. It's like a breakfast spread.
A breakfast spread.
Yeah, and you have it with toast.
Is it like sweet or savory?
No, it tastes like beef bouillon and soy sauce.
Shut the front door.
Oh, it's so good.
Does it really?
Yeah, I like it.
I'm
Curious?
curious.
And I
I'm
think
scared.
because for us in America, breakfast is so sweet. It's basically like dessert.
Yeah.
That when people see it, they automatically think, oh, it must be like Nutella or something,
Yeah,
but it's not.
Yeah.
And it's I think it's made out of yeast.
Yes, Vegemite. Not too much on toast though. What would you put it on, Betty D?
You just have it on toast. That's the only thing you eat it with.
That's the only thing you eat, Vegemite?
Yeah, I don't. Well, I actually, if I'm craving something salty, I'll pick at it.
Well, no, you like on a spoon and just like grab some. I
Yeah.
eat peanut butter like that.
But Vegemite is not like peanut butter. Hold on one second.
Crazy Jane says, I want to try. I'm not sure if she wants to try the product or if she wants to try the
Hold on one second. I actually have it right here too.
Oh my god, are you joking?
No.
Ugh. Do you order it like on Amazon?
No, when I went to Australia, I get it as a gift because people Aussies know I love Vegemite.
Stop it.
I really do
Oh
have a
my
giant jar
gosh.
of Vegemite ready to
You
go.
have a giant jar of Vegemite. Shut
I
up.
have one here and one at the house.
Oh my god.
And you can see, I pick at it.
Stop it, you sure do.
Yeah, it's so good. No. I taste it with like crackers here.
Oh my gosh. I just lick it.
Yeah.
Good. It's kind of wow.
It's so good.
It literally tastes like a very chalky bouillon cube.
It does, doesn't it?
Yeah. With a crazy aftertaste. Like
Have soy sauce.
That definitely feels like it's gonna stay with me for a while.
You're traumatized now?
I can feel it on the inside of my mouth.
It's good for you. It's got B vitamins.
Oh my gosh. I'm going to say goodnight, guys. It's 1:39 a.m. here in Ireland. Good night, Ireland.
Thanks for watching today.
Oh my gosh, love that Max. Honorary Aussie.
That's right. Aussie, Aussie, Aussie. Oi, oi, oi.
That's like the weirdest thing I've put in my mouth.
Really?
Yeah, in a long time.
Mark.
I feel like it's like stuck between my teeth or something. Uh-oh, did we get kicked off again? No, we're good. Are we on?
Yes, I think so.
Oh. Wow. How do you spread that? It's so thick.
You have to have a hot knife.
Wow, it's like peeling off a crayon.
Oh, now you can tell people that you tried
Maybe
Vegemite.
Yeah, maybe it's it's almost like a crayon.
Is that what crayons taste like?
Maybe that's what a brown crayon tastes like. I think so.
Like Vegemite.
Maybe.
So good. You want some more?
No, I think I'm okay.
You sure? You don't want to have it on toast?
I'm super excited I got to share that experience with you.
On television.
Randomly. Wow, it's still somewhere in my mouth.
As Australians would say, she'll be alright.
Yes. Betty D says it's like nothing else in the world, and I will agree with that. I don't think I've ever had anything like that. Ever. But if I mixed a brown crayon with a beef bouillon cube
And soy sauce.
Soy sauce, it might taste like that.
As Australians would say, she'll be alright.
Is it really, really popular? Like, does everybody eat it out there?
Especially children. Yeah, Vegemite sandwich.
Is it good for you to carry in the back of the jar?
Yeah.
Is it like veggies?
Yeah, and it's been like in Australia forever, and there's even a song for it. We are the happy little Vegemite kids, or something like that.
Oh my gosh, that sounds like the beginning of a R-rated killing children movie. Oh my gosh, how crazy.
It's like official Australian cuisine.
Right.
And then they have Vegemite sambos, which is a sandwich. That's what they call sandwiches in Australia.
What?
A sambo.
A sambo?
A sambo in the arvo.
Sambo. In the arvo? What is that?
Let's have a sandwich in the afternoon. In Australian.
Stop.
Yeah. You should ask an Aussie what a bush oyster is.
I don't know that I want to do that. I would be scared.
Or a drop bear.
A drop bear?
Drop.
Drop bear. What is that?
So koalas are pretty much high.
I mean,
Oops.
well, it's suitable for vegetarians.
Really? So it's vegan?
Vegetarian doesn't mean vegan. I don't have any Bible books that are supposed to have.
No.
Wow. This is fascinating.
Is Victor still here? Victor! Nice.
Maybe you have a few things Vegemite here.
Because it lasts a long time, because you only use a little bit when you're making sandwiches.
Right. I can only imagine.
I think we associate it with like, or think it would be sweet, and you would use a lot of it, but you don't. You just use a little bit.
Right.
A little dab will do you.
Magpies are terrible in breeding season. They attack everyone.
And they-
Magpies are birds, right?
Yes, giant birds, and they're really loud. Big.
Like what?
Like a bald eagle big.
Shut up.
Yeah,
Do they look like crows?
yeah,
Yeah.
but bigger.
What?
And then like a kangaroo, if you crash into a kangaroo, you're more likely to die than the kangaroo.
Wow.
Because the red kangaroo is basically like, he's like Arnold Schwarzenegger or Sylvester Stallone.
I saw like a guy, like, I don't know, the kangaroo was like messing with his dog or something and trying to get the dog away. And he stood up and like punched the kangaroo like a grown ass man, and the kangaroo just like kind of cocked back like, oh shit.
And then, so like if you're gonna crash into a kangaroo, it's better that you like road kill it than like try to like save it or something like that, because you're gonna end up hurt versus the kangaroo. And then people are like, oh, poor kangaroos, and in Australia they're like, ugh.
Yeah.
They're basically like giant rats.
Wow. Australia is home to the largest number of venomous creatures anywhere, and I still want to live there. I'm gonna have to say no on that one.
And it's really expensive. Yeah, because it's an island, so everything has to be flown in. Australia is really expensive.
I wonder how much eggs are there.
Well, I mean, they have farm and they have beef and things like that, but everything else is like has to be brought in. And I remember like the first time I went to Australia, I was like, did I get off on the wrong plane? Because everything was in Chinese. They have a lot of Chinese people going to Australia because they stimulate the economy. So like, it's harder for Chinese people to come to America or to Australia. Yeah.
Kangaroos bite you and drag you into the water to drown you. They are not as sweet as they seem. Wow.
And koalas give you chlamydia, so you can't hold them.
I'm sorry, chlamydia?
Mm-hmm.
How
They
would
pee
I
on
know?
people.
Why do you know that?
Because I was there and I was like, can we hold them? They're like, no, you can't hold it, mate. It'll give you chlamydia.
That's crazy. There was like something out there that they poop. Square poop. I forget the name of
Is it like a deer or something?
No, it's one of the animals. They poop, square poop. One of my clients went out there and that was what she came back to tell me. I was like,
Really?
You travel all these crazy places. And she brought me a picture. She was like, just show me the square poop.
And then McDonald's.
Brownie.
Oh, I want to see.
I know, and I can't remember what animal.
And then they call McDonald's. They call it Macca's.
Macca's?
Mm-hmm.
You can hold them, you just have to be careful, but yes, they have the clap. Oh, that's fascinating.
You can't hold it in New South Wales. I think you can hold it in Queensland, but in New South Wales, when I was there, you couldn't hold it. Maybe they changed the law.
I saw Captain Crunch here the other day, $12 a box. So $12 a box of A and B. So 20 plus a box of famous Twinkies. What in the actual?
Australia is really expensive.
Wow. $20 for some Captain Crunch. I'll stick with Vegemite. How much is that?
And I think that's made there.
Oh my god.
Oh, and then they put butter on sandwiches.
Do they do like that?
Yeah, but like, it's really common to have like a sandwich and then it has butter.
Ew.
Oh my gosh, and there's a place in Sydney called the King's Cross.
Wow.
Yeah, that's where you go if you want to party hard.
Wow.
It's called, you go to the Cross in Sydney.
Oh my gosh. Vegemite is like $3 a jar. Really? $3 a jar for Vegemite and $20 for Captain Crunch.
And then they have this weird thing in Australia called lockup. They have a lot of weird laws there. And I spent a lot of time in Australia, as you can tell.
Yes.
They have this thing called lockout law. So if you step foot outside of a nightclub, after lockout law, you can't go back in. So like you say you want to go get some air or whatever,
Right.
and it's after like 9 or 10, you can't go back in because of lockout law.
Why?
I don't know.
What is that from?
Fights.
King's Cross is like a small, crazy Vegas. Betty G is on it. She knows.
I wouldn't call it like Las Vegas. Well, maybe a little bit. It's a lot of strip clubs now.
Yeah.
When we were there, we were like, oh, let's go look at the...
Oh,
I was there working. And we went out to the Cross, and then we were introduced to a transgender showgirl. She's like, well, I'll dance for you.
oh my gosh. How'd that go?
Because after, no, we ended up going to Star City, which is a casino. Because all the strip clubs, after a certain time, become full service.
What? Full service what?
Well, I was like, what's full service? And they're like, full service.
What does that even taste like? Just
Like nothing.
grease?
Yeah, pretty much. Like yellow lard. And their bread is sweet. So like you go to bakeries in Japan or in Korea, Thailand, the bread is sweet. The only countries that have like good bakeries are China and Hong Kong. Same thing. But unsalted butter is gross.
I didn't even see the point of having unsalted butter.
Neither do I.
Yeah.
And he was telling me, he's like, you can go to a 5-star hotel and they won't have salted butter.
Wow. That's crazy.
I'm like, I need my butter.
Yeah. Time for your sandwich.
For my sandwich.
Or your Vegemite toast.
And then another weird thing that when I was in India, beef is illegal.
Beef is illegal.
Uh-huh. You can't eat beef in India because cows are sacred. They're God.
What do you eat? Lamb?
Mutton. Old lamb.
Is that what mutton is? Is it
Yes.
old lamb?
Uh-huh.
Why is lamb old?
I don't know. They're ageist.
Wow.
So when I was in India, they were like, oh, you want to go to Carl's Jr. to check out the menu? And I was like, sure. And,
In India.
uh-huh. And the Carl's Jr. was like, oh, we have the best mutton burgers. And I was like, what's mutton? Like, I had to Google it because I'm ignorant and I didn't know what it was.
Right.
And it's an old lamb. And I was like, oh, that's okay. I'll just stick to the vegetarian here.
Is that what you think?
Yes. And do it halfway on the nail pad. Do you feel it?
They're so cute.
Do you love it?
I do love
That's what Paris tells me to do. Do you love
it. Yes. Gotta get back to work. It was fun chatting. We'll miss you, Betty B.
it? Stay out of trouble, mate.
Very knowledgeable.
And then they have this really interesting politician in Australia called Pauline Hanson. Pauline Hanson. I'll talk to her. I'll talk to you about her off camera. She's very controversial.
Yeah, I'm sure we can get lots of trouble talking about stuff.
Pauline. Good old Pauline Hanson. And the funny thing about Pauline is that she actually went to prison.
Oh, wow.
And she got re-elected into the Australian Senate.
That's fascinating.
God bless her.
Hey, where there's a will, there's a way.
And do you remember the Simpsons episode about Australia that they had the cane toads? You never watched The Simpsons?
I really need to start watching TV until COVID.
Really? You gotta put that in for me, maybe? So in Australia, I don't remember when, they had a problem with cane toads. Yeah, they were eating up all the crops.
That's a pro.
Yeah.
Okay.
So then the government was like, what should we do? And they were like, well, we'll release snakes
Oh my god.
into the wild. So now they had like too many snakes. And the snakes were, the toads were eating the snakes or something like that. So then they're like, well, we'll introduce these birds to kill the snakes. Yeah.
How are you like not messing up the ecosystem? Isn't that like...
And they're really strict in Australia. Like when you go from state to state, you can't cross like vegetables or anything like that because their ecosystem is really delicate. Yes. So now we're gonna do a thin coat of shiny. For everything to begin the sealing. Of the haircut?
Yeah.
Sure.
What are you putting on that?
Shiny.
Shiny. Do you have a mat?
Yes. We can do your nails matte next time if you want.
Oh, I was just asking. No. I love doing like kind of a mix of that too. Like sometimes having like a couple mats.
I don't like that.
Really?
No, I like
Oh, I like that.
I like all matte or all shiny. But since we did diamonds today, I wanted to go with shiny. But next time we'll do some different stickers. I want to do the comic book stickers I have on you. And stickers look beautiful matte.
Nice.
So I actually have it here already, but when I started doing the hearts and things like that, I like the flash effect. Because that way when you take a selfie with it, with the flash from your phone will make the silver pop.
Yes, I agree. I think even like when you do like a mat on like black and shiny on the floor.
Oh yeah. But you guys watching, you can do whatever you want.
As we argue about
Yes, but for me, I don't like. For the longest time, I loathed matte nails until I saw like Russian girls wearing matte nails, and I was like, oh, monkey see, monkey do.
it.
Now I like matte nails.
Dominique Nails, live again, hard worker.
That's how we roll.
Always.
Beautiful.
You are a hard worker. Like you are always going.
Well, when I was a small child,
When you didn't work.
my parents told me if you like nice things, you're gonna have to work really hard for them. And I remember like reading Vogue and things like that, and looking at those astronomical numbers, and I was like, well, I gotta work really hard. And I'm not pretty, so
Oh, you're beautiful.
I have to work even harder. Because I don't want people to buy me things. I want to earn them myself. So that way they can't be like, I'll give it back to me.
I've done so well. I'm so proud.
Thanks to tax loopholes. And Teslas. Actually, I was watching a movie yesterday, The Menu, and they had some like,
We never finished that story.
about the movie? What were we saying? I forgot. It's a weird movie. But it basically, like, you watch it and it's like, oh, it's this restaurant, these people go there and they get killed. But it's like a metaphor for like consumerism and social media and creating content and like posers.
Right.
Because there's this one guy that like, he's like a foodie and he's like, oh, this is made with this, this, and this. And the chef says, well, you cook then since you know so much. And the guy can't cook, but he like thinks he knows everything.
Right. Got it.
And then like there's a food critic.
Poison himself and die.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then the food critic, the chef is like, oh, you know, you ruin people's businesses and things like that because of your opinions. Restaurants have closed because you give them a bad review.
Right.
So it's a weird movie.
Oh yeah, and aren't they fed the ones who are killed?
No.
Oh, that's not on the menu.
No.
That's
Not on the menu today.
Not that one. That's hilarious.
But the movie is like very like existential and like I'm like,
Right. Odd.
yeah, I'm like, okay.
It's one of those movies where you start it and you're like, how am I gonna finish this? How am I gonna finish this one?
Like the idea is pretty cool, but then it's like
Yeah.
they ask why, and there's like really no explanation why.
Right.
And it's like I don't want to have to think so much.
Yeah. Even in school, you were the one with the most drive. You stated what you wanted to do with your nail career, and you did the damn thing.
Who said that?
Dominique.
Oh, we were in beauty school together.
That's awesome. Did you go to beauty school or
Just nails.
Okay. That's awesome. So she knows.
Dominique was my mama.
Yes.
She was my nail mom,
That's awesome.
and she would protect me from our teacher.
What did your teacher mean?
When she would show up.
That's so funny. Do you know you get suspended in beauty school?
For what?
I got suspended in beauty school. Speaking of, almost even
For having a big butt?
No. I got suspended because my teacher would never show up to class, and I was like, I made all this money that I don't have. You know what I mean? Because I was broke as shit.
Mm-hmm.
And I had teachers that never show up. And one in particular, like she would just be at the casino, and her students would call us to go to soccer at the casino.
Sounds like Miss Video.
Yeah, so when she finally showed up, she was gone for like 4 days, and she showed up like on Friday or something, and I got the entire school, and I clocked everybody out, and we left her there
As a
by
sign of
herself.
protest.
Yeah, and we left her there by herself. And I got suspended.
Oh my gosh, for how long?
No, even 2 days, probably.
Yee.
Right, which pushed back my graduation date even longer, which was shitty, but I was like, no.
I'm proving a point. No, our teacher was pretty crappy. And I remember she would say, my job is to not to teach you how to do things. My job is to make sure you pass your state board, and that's it.
Wow. And you're like trying to soak up all of that education and learning, and she's just like, eh.
She was, and she was like, she would push you to do things you were not comfortable to do. And I mean, that makes sense. But at least show the person how to do it, not just say, okay, do it.
Right.
But she couldn't, like most beauty school teachers. Oh my god, I sound so mean. But a lot of beauty school teachers don't know how to do things properly.
Yeah.
And those who don't teach.
Yes.
But there are some good ones out there, like Kimberly London and San Antonio.
Yeah. I'm a teacher. I'm a good teacher. You need to tell Max what I said above about the color. He won't repeat it. Tell him the general said no, said so. What color? I think I missed that. You need to tell Max. I don't know what you said about the color.
What color?
I don't know. It just says you need to tell Max what I said above about the color. He won't repeat it. Tell him the general said so. Antonia, you know.
What did she say? Oh
I
my
don't
gosh.
know. She'll
Repeat
have
it.
to hear I know. I was your mama because you spoke your mind. Had to watch out for the haters coming for you. Now look at you.
Now look at me.
See, now look at you now.
Like Kylie Jenner of nails.
Yeah.
So now we're gonna go in with Dom Top, which is actually named after her. This product is named after her, which is our thick semi-hard gel top coats.
That's awesome.
Dominique, you have to bring me a big bottle of water too.
Why?
She posted this video. She's like, when in Mexico, they have regular bottles of water and then they have big bottles of water. It was like a 10-gallon bucket.
You are way better than Kylie Jenner. Aw, that's so sweet.
But I'm not as rich as her.
Not yet. You're going for
That's
it.
a lot of zeros.
That's a lot of
And then I would live in the Cayman Islands to hide it all.
right.
Or Jersey.
Dominique says stop.
I'm waiting for my bottle of water.
He's still waiting.
Look at this color. Oh, it's so beautiful. And then the thick hard gel really encapsulates everything and just really smooths it out so that way it won't get tangled in anybody's hair.
Because I like running my hands through people's hair
And for a living.
all day.
You know, you could probably charge people for that too, just like a scalp massage or something.
Back scratches.
An erotic scalp, erotic scalp massage.
One of my clients told me, this is like a happy ending of a haircut. You get your hair washed.
Do you get hit on a lot by like when you have new customers, like guys?
Not really. I'm thinking it's like super intimate. Even like at the barber school and stuff.
Really?
Yeah. Absolutely.
But I like how you tell the students to like, don't aspire to open up a barbershop. Like, you should aspire for more things in life than opening up your own barbershop.
I just feel like I feel like it's such a crazy. It's hard. You know what I mean? Like it's hard. I've owned. Like it's not just like the ideal situation to be in.
If I were to open up a nail salon, I think the biggest thing that I learned when working there is everybody wants the owner of the establishment to do their service.
Yes.
And if business point, if you are the one producing most of the income, then there's no point in owning a business because then your staff is not producing.
Exactly.
And as a business person, you should really focus on having your staff produce the most of the income. Exactly. But then when you open up, even if you do a bad job, people are like, oh, I want the owner to do it.
Exactly. Even if you just touch them, if something screwed up, but you touched it, now it's fixed. Yeah, I get that absolutely.
So like if I were to open up a nail salon, I would not want to be like work there. No.
I think that, I mean, if I was a silent owner, that might be something I would consider it too. And being married to it, you know what I mean? Like,
and then there's also, and then also like the beast in the room is like people go in without a clientele, and then I don't know if it happens now, but like I always had the issue of like I would bring in girls, I would train them, and then they would tell people, hey, you know, I'll do your nails $10 cheaper out of my house.
Right.
And that I encountered that a lot owning a nail salon. So then, like, you know, these people would show up literally with no clientele, you build them up, then they start selling product and things like that, and those are all the great things about owning a beauty salon.
I agree 100%. I think it's always like you're rich, you have all this money, like it's just...
And you're like, where is it?
Yeah, back in the shop, like, for you guys.
So owning a beauty salon is very, very hard.
It is hard.
So shout out to everybody that
Does it and succeeds, I'm all for it.
and is patient.
Yes.
We're gonna bling out the flanges.
Where did you use that?
Gummy gel.
Gummy gel.
And we're all my diamonds. I have
You put
them,
them behind you.
so I wouldn't drop them.
Yes.
I am clever.
I'm just put them behind you. As we were going straight for the Vegemite.
Do you want some more?
No, I think I'm good though.
You sure?
I'm pretty sure I can still taste it in my teeth.
Didn't it rock your world?
I don't know what it rocks.
But you're feeling some kind of way.
Yes, absolutely.
Thing to
Yes.
So props to all the beauty salon owners.
I agree. And barbershop owners, like it is not easy.
I can't speak for barbershop owners because I don't really know that kind of
It's hard too because it's such a, and especially like when you're in a small town and there's so many on there's like such a high number of barbershops on every freaking corner now. They're all fighting for that. I don't know, the clientele and that number and like what they're charging now. Like, you know, barbershops now are charging upwards of like $80 to go
for a
in.
men's haircut.
Yes.
Wow, maybe I should start cutting guys' hair.
I know, think about doing that every 2 weeks.
But I always like had the impression like if you're a really hot girl, you would probably like make a killing as a barber,
Yeah.
more so than a guy.
Yeah. When I worked in Florida, I worked at a barbershop and I probably worked maybe 1 or 2 days a week. And I made more than the girls there.
Wow.
Yeah.
And that is because of your body.
Yeah. I mean, not per se, I'm not trying to be cocky, but
She's like, my butt is very famous.
Right.
It has its own zip code.
there's that. But it is, it's different, you know what I mean?
So like for me, I would imagine that if you want to be like really competitive, I would imagine like a girl would make more money than a guy barber just based on the fact that she is a girl and she's working with mostly hetero dudes.
I think most of I mean, there's only a couple of female barbers that I can think of that are pulling in some serious cash.
Really?
Yeah.
More so than
Yeah. There's really only very few that I can think of off the top of my head.
really?
Yeah. The guys definitely put it down. They're doing really well.
It's too big.
Too big. The availability of schools, teaching, nails, hair, etc. is what's preventing people from owning amazing businesses.
And it is a very like fulfilling business, and it's like, you know, it's a very beautiful thing, and it's a very noble profession, if you will.
Yes.
But you have to be really on top of it, and like you said, you're basically married to the game.
You are. It's so hard. Imagine doing that, wanting to go to Australia and UK. And
You can't.
you can't live like that free kind of lifestyle.
It's too good to.
Everybody can do hair or nails. I see the same thing with photography and even in art. I mean, it's going to be in every business industry when you think about it.
What?
Like all the dramas that we're talking about, like even
Oh
in
yeah,
art,
for sure.
even just being an owner.
But for us, like I think it's like it hits you a little bit more because, you know, you almost see these people as like your friend or like, you know, you impact them because you work with them every day, and you spend more time with them than your family, and then for them to like do things behind your back, that really sucks.
It's hard. It's hard. People are shitty.
But that's the nature of the beast, huh?
It is.
So like the older I got, or like I just learned to like whatever, you gotta keep going, and not really like let it bring you down, even though it does.
It's hard. And it's hard like the first time it happens too. Like it's very personal.
Yeah, for sure. But obviously for them it's not. But it is a very sneaky snake kind of thing to do, huh?
Yes. Antonia says, yeah, but when you've got people advertising professional photography with the snazzy new iPhone and people keep paying them, it drives the legit photographers away.
If
I
it's
can
bigger.
imagine if I had a photographer show up and they took all my pictures with an iPhone. Does that happen?
I would probably question it.
I would question the fuck out of it.
Like, you have to be now like, what kind of phone do you, or what kind of equipment do you use?
Right. Like, do you show, legit though, like, would you show up to like shoot somebody's wedding with an iPhone?
No. They would probably laugh.
I would laugh. I wouldn't laugh. I would be pissed.
You're like, I paid for what?
Yeah, what is that? What is that?
It's my iPhone! And you're like, hold on, I just got a text message. Hold on, wait, hold it.
Or it all pops up in the middle of your wedding ceremony.
But ding 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 ding.
Can you imagine?
Maybe for video, but still, like,
Oh, even as a video.
they try to make it look cool, and it has like on a gyro thing.
I would be
You're like, no, thank you. Not today, said Jesus. Do people really show up and take pictures with
I
iPhones?
don't know, that's what I'm saying. Maybe she said yes, it happens, Google it. And now with YouTube and everyone doing the influencer thing, it's getting out of hand. What the fuck?
Well, like, I know people that are like legit influencers that have over 1 million followers, and they don't take pictures with phones. They take it with the camera, and then they edit it, and then they transfer it over, and then they put it back on their phone. That's why they don't post every day.
Right. That's a big production.
Mm-hmm.
Or they have people that help them do all of that.
Literally. I like to keep mine raw. That's why I shoot on my phone. And that's why I have so many. But I also feel like, for me, it's so important to be connected to you guys that I don't have time or interest in like waiting to create the content, because I just want to put it out for you guys.
Right.
And
So it's all live and you guys get the best of whatever.
yeah, and you get it in the moment too. Versus something that's a little bit more calculated and a little less authentic, if you will.
She said, I'm actually going to be shooting my own daughter's wedding in July, but I have pro equipment. Well, I think that's the professional thing to do, would be to show up with professional equipment.
Especially if people are paying good money. But then if like you're shooting a wedding and things like that, like I would want to see this person's portfolio
Right.
beforehand.
Oh my gosh, and then after editing them, it looked like her husband was wearing like orange lipstick. It was so bad.
The color correction?
Huh?
The color correction of the pictures?
Yeah, after she edited it, I was like, what is happening right now?
You're like, something's off. Orange lipstick, and what did they say? Were they like happy with the pictures? Did they ask for a refund or what?
She was pissed. And then she was like, oh, well, she was pregnant. I was like, she shouldn't have taken the jump off if she couldn't have done it.
Exactly.
You don't feel sorry for somebody after you spent thousands of dollars on a day that you can't remake.
Because she ruined it for you. She ruined the memories. Because now, how is she gonna remember it? She's like, my crappy pictures with orange lipstick.
A picture of her and her mom together. Yeah, that whole day, there's not one single picture of her and her mom.
Oh my gosh, and I would imagine like a good photographer, like a really professional one, would be like, okay, what pictures do we need that you need? And what pictures do you not want? Exactly.
She said, I have shot 2 full weddings. This will be my 3rd. I've done grad shoots, engagements, and medieval fighting shoots. Well,
And adult content.
and adult content.
She's at she's in Vegas right now for the ABMs.
Right. So funny. Yeah, photography is huge. Like that's definitely art also.
Like I know, for example, Julie, my friend Julie, the one I was telling you about, that she was on our IG live. She does a lot of like high-end photo shoots for like Vogue and Chanel and Oscar de la Renta and whatnot. And she's like, to get one picture, it'll take like maybe 500 shots.
Exactly. To get that one.
That one shot, that's like, okay, this is it. So for that one picture that we see in a magazine, there's at least 500 pictures prior. There is lighting, there is color correction, there's editing.
And then those are the pictures that people come in and they're like, can I have my hair like this? I'm like, people look behind that picture.
And you're like, first of all, that's not you.
Yeah, of course.
That's, I always tell people that, they're like, when towards the end of my career in the nail salon,
Yeah.
Pinterest was really popular, and people would come with Pinterest nails, and I'm like, I can't do that because that's not real.
I am the same thing.
And I'm like, I can take inspiration from it, but I can't copy and paste.
That's like when people show up pictures of hair that's like, this is not even the same texture as your hair.
You're like, you're not even the same race, honey.
No, not the same.
And I tell people, they're like, well,
Tracking that.
you're like, I want to remember when I had a good body. So that way when I'm old, I can be like, oh, I had it.
For a couple of days.
Like, you know the lady from My Big Fat Greek Wedding, the mom?
Yeah.
She was a Playboy model. Yeah. Ooh, look at that, the stickers with the flash on them. And let's put both of them in there. Adorbs. Well, my loves, that's going to wrap up our little demo for today. I hope you guys enjoyed it. And what can I say? I love you guys so much. Stay safe, stay out of trouble. And we will see you guys tomorrow in the next live video. Bye, everybody.